Stunts, speed and medals. The best of the Olympic Games between Livigno and Bormio. Milano Cortina 2026 has experienced memorable days between Livigno and Bormio, two stages that have marked some of the most significant achievements of the edition. At the Livigno Snow Park, Livigno dominated the freestyle trials, closing the games with 3 medals, including gold in the halfpipe, while Flora Tabanelli gave Italy a historic bronze in the big air. On the Stelvio di Bormio, Lucas Pinheiro Brathen made alpine skiing history by winning Brazil's first winter gold in the giant slalom, and the men's downhill saw Italy open the medal table with a double win by Giovanni Franzoni and Dominic Paris behind Swiss champion Franjo van Olmen. Livigno closes Milano Cortina as the queen of freestyle. At Milano Cortina 2026, Livigno definitively consolidated her status as a freestyle icon, signing an edition of the Games that consecrates her as the most decorated athlete in the history of the discipline with 6 Olympic podiums. On the last day of the competition, she won gold in the halfpipe with an impressive 94.75 over rivals Lee Fanghi and Zoe Acton. The Italian edition closed for her with 3 medals overall, thanks also to the 2 silvers in big air and slopestyle. The first medal for Brazil. Lucas Pinheiro Brathen has achieved one of the most significant feats of the entire edition, becoming the first Brazilian ever to win a medal at the Winter Games, winning the giant slalom. The 25-year-old completed the 2 runs of the giant slalom in 2:25.00, a time that earned him not only the gold medal, but also a clear victory over top-level opponents. Marco Odermatt, the reigning Olympic champion, 0.58 behind, and Loic Meillard, third at plus 1.17. Flora Tabanelli's historic bronze in the Big A freestyle skiing. Flora Tabanelli won the bronze medal in the Big A freestyle skiing event, achieving the first Olympic podium of her career and the first for Italy in this discipline. The Italian athlete finished the final behind Mathilde Grimaud and Livigno, securing bronze thanks to 2 clean jumps that allowed her to stay in the leading group. In a race marked by several landing errors, the solidity of her runs was decisive in maintaining her score and winning a place on the podium. Double podium for Italy in the downhill. Italy kicked off the Milano Cortina 2026 Games with a double podium in the men's downhill on the Stelvio. Giovanni Franzoni won silver, just 0.20 of a second behind Switzerland's Franjo van Olmen, while Dominic Paris completed the podium with a bronze, which he grabbed after a career spent chasing it, on the very slope that has marked his career more than any other. Behind them was Marco Odermatt, while Switzerland won gold with van Olmen, who dominated the race. The Alpine stage. Livigno, often called Little Tibet for its altitude and raw beauty, feels like a snow globe shaken by adrenaline. Its vast snow parks, pristine slopes, and freestyle culture have made it a playground for the daring. Across the valley, Bormio stands steeper and sterner, home to the legendary Stelvio slope, one of the most demanding downhill courses in the world. If Livigno is poetry in motion, Bormio is a thunderclap. Together, they form a natural arena where the Olympic spirit thrives. The mountains are not mere backdrops, they are competitors. They challenge athletes with biting winds, shifting snow, blinding sunlight, and gravity that shows no mercy. To win here is to conquer more than rivals. It is to conquer the elements. The art of the stunt. Freestyle fire in Livigno. In Livigno, the Olympics burst into color and creativity. Snowboarders and freestyle skiers launch themselves into the alpine sky, twisting and flipping as though the air were solid ground. Here, stunts are not reckless acts. They are choreographed risks. A snowboarder approaches the halfpipe, knees flexed, heartbeat syncing with the roar of the crowd. The world narrows to a white corridor. Then, launch. The board slices upward, carving a clean arc into the sky. A double cock spins into a triple grab. For a suspended second, time pauses. Gravity waits. Then the athlete lands with precision, sending a plume of powder into sunlight. Judges scribble. Spectators erupt. Each trick is a conversation between physics and imagination. A miscalculation by a fraction of a degree can mean the difference between gold and a fall that echoes through the pipe. Yet these athletes smile as they strap in again. Fear is part of the performance, and mastery lies in dancing with it. In slopestyle, rails gleam like silver ribbons across the snow. Riders slide, spin, and vault from feature to feature. Their boards clap against metal. Skis scrape and spark. The rhythm is relentless. Freestyle in Livigno is the Olympic Games at their most expressive. It is youth, innovation, rebellion, and excellence, woven into every trick. Speed unleashed. The Stelvio in Bormio. If Livigno celebrates creativity, Bormio worships speed. The Stelvio slope drops like a challenge from the heavens. With gradients exceeding 60% in sections, icy compressions, and technical turns that demand split-second decisions, it is a course that humbles even champions. At the start gate, silence reigns. A downhill skier leans forward, poles planted, goggles reflecting the slope below. Muscles tremble, not from fear, but from readiness. The clock begins. From the first push, gravity takes command. Skis chatter over hard-packed snow as the athlete tucks low, aerodynamic and razor-focused. Wind screams past. The world blurs. At 130 kilometers per hour, there is no room for doubt. Each gate approaches like a heartbeat. Too wide, and speed is lost. Too tight, and balance falters. The skier reads the terrain as if it were sheet music, every bump, and dip a note in a symphony of velocity. Crowds line the course, cowbells ringing, flags snapping in alpine gusts. But the athlete hears only the rush of air and the pounding of their own pulse. At the finish line, the skier bursts upright, sliding to a halt as time flashes across the scoreboard. Hundredths of a second decide glory. In Bormio, medals are measured in moments smaller than a blink, where courage meets consequence. Between Livigno's aerial artistry and Bormio's relentless descent lies a common thread: courage. Olympic competition in these mountains demands more than talent. It demands resilience. Falls are inevitable. Snow can turn unforgiving in a breath. One misjudged edge can send an athlete tumbling. Yet every competitor returns to the start. Behind every medal ceremony is a story of early mornings and late nights. Athletes train through storms and setbacks. They rebuild after injuries. They endure doubt, both from within and without. The mountains teach humility. They reward preparation. When a freestyler sticks a flawless landing or a downhill racer crosses the line in record time, the victory belongs not only to that instant but to years of invisible work. The medal moments. The Olympic podium, set against the alpine panorama, gleams with quiet power. Gold medals catch the sunlight like captured stars. Silver shines with fierce pride. Bronze glows warm and resolute. National anthems rise into the crisp mountain air, echoing off peaks that have watched generations strive for greatness. But medals are more than metal. They are symbols of unity.